Once upon a time, in a kingdom far away, there lived a kind and beautiful girl named Cinderella. She had a loving father and a caring mother, but sadly her mother passed away when she was young. Her father remarried, bringing with him a new wife and two daughters, who were not as kind-hearted as Cinderella. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters treated her unfairly, making her do all the chores in the house while they lived in luxury. They even made her sleep in the attic and wear ragged clothes. Despite their cruelty, Cinderella remained gentle and hopeful, finding solace in the company of the animals that lived around the house. One day, an invitation arrived from the palace. The king's son was to host a grand ball, inviting every maiden in the kingdom to find a bride for himself. Cinderella's stepsisters were overjoyed, dreaming of meeting the prince. They demanded that Cinderella help them prepare for the ball, but deep inside they were jealous of her natural beauty and kindness. As the day of the ball approached, Cinderella's stepsisters grew more demanding, leaving her with little time to prepare for herself. Heartbroken, Cinderella watched as they left for the palace without her. Alone in her attic room, she cried softly. Suddenly, a shimmering light filled the room, and Cinderella's fairy godmother appeared. With a wave of her wand, she transformed Cinderella's rags into a magnificent gown, adorned her with delicate glass slippers, and summoned a magical carriage with mice turned into horses and a pumpkin into a splendid coachman. But the fairy godmother warned Cinderella that the magic would only last until midnight. Overwhelmed with gratitude, Cinderella promised to return before the clock struck 12. Arriving at the palace, Cinderella captivated everyone, including the prince himself. They danced the night away, lost in each other's company. But as the clock began to chime midnight, Cinderella remembered the fairy godmother's warning and fled from the palace, leaving behind one of her glass slippers. The prince, desperate to find the mysterious maiden who captured his heart, searched the kingdom for the owner of the glass slipper. When he arrived at Cinderella's house, her stepsisters tried to squeeze their feet into the slipper, but it was too small. Cinderella's turn came, and as she slipped her foot into the glass slipper, it fit perfectly. Overjoyed, the prince recognized her as the one he had danced with at the ball. He whisked her away to the palace, where they were married and lived happily ever after, leaving behind the cruelty of her stepfamily. And so, Cinderella's story became a tale of kindness, courage, and the belief that true love can overcome any hardship, proving that goodness and virtue are always rewarded in the end.